Well, hello everybody. It's Tammy here, and today I'm going to do an easy get ready with me. I'm going to do two eyeshadows. I'm going to show you my favorite mascara as of right now, and I don't think I'm going to put any kind of foundation on my skin today, so we'll go all natural, as they would say. So the first thing I want to do is I do want to put some cream. I'm using Seint. It's my cream makeup that I use, and I thought I had it out. All right, well, we'll use this one. And I'm going to just put a very light skin color on my lid to kind of cover the veins, because you know, as we do get older, our skin gets thinner, and I like to cover that up and give it like a neutral color, a very smooth, kind of like you're getting ready to paint a picture, right? That's what you would do with canvas. So there's that. And then I take, let me show you, I'm going to do two colors. I saw someone else do these colors, and I thought, I'm going to give this a try, and I really like the way it turned out. So I'm going to use what we call, I think it's called Basic, I believe, from Seint, Basic. You can tell I like that color. And then I'm going to use, let me make sure I've got the right color, As You Wish. And I had this actually stuck way back in one of my other palettes of my eyeshadows, and I'm not sure why, but I'm going to use that color. Can you see? It's kind of a neutral color, so we're going to use that on the lid. So I'm going to start with my eye brush, two-ended, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start right here at the bone, and I'm just going to press it in, because I do have the hooded eyes, and it seems like as I get older, they get more hooded. How about you? Any of you experience those hooded eyes? I don't remember them as I was younger, but I'm sure that they were there. I just didn't pay attention back then. Look at this. Do you see this? See this? These darks? This I found. I got a new towel, face towel, and it seems like I'm getting the lint off from it. And I've washed them several times, and it's still coming off on my face. I hate that, so I have to kind of be very aware of it, I guess, for a little while. Okay, see that? Then I'm going to go to the other side. I just tap it in, then I tap it on my little tin. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. This has a sponge in it, so that when you want to switch colors, it's perfect. You just go like this, and then you can go down to your next color. So I'm going to do it this way. I tap it in, get the excess off. I look straight into my mirror. I place it right on the bone here, and I go back and forth. Whoever thought that putting on eye makeup would be an art? You'd have to have a technique, right? I think back in the days when I was a teenager, what did we use? Blue. I use mostly blue. And I guess I just put it all over my eyelid and on my eye. Oh my goodness. Oh. And I thought I was all that in a bag of chips. So there we go. Very, very simple. I might add a little bit more over here. And there. Now I'm going to take my finger, and I'm going to dip it in. It's almost like a gold color. A little bit of shimmer to it, not much. Girls, it's okay. Older girls can wear shimmer too. You just want to make sure it's not that really glittery, stand out. And, unless you're doing a costume or something like that. But yeah, I wear shimmer. I try not to do too much. And then, of course, when I do my skincare. The skincare that I use, I can put right on my eyes. So that does help with the aging of the lids. So there you go. Now something I do, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I find that it makes my eyes pop just a little bit more, is I take, let me look, it's called Costa Ricci, and it is by MAC. Here's the color. And I really like this color. If I remember, I'll put it down in the description. And then it took me a while to get this, so it may take you a while. So then I go right against my eyelashes, and I just gently go back and forth. Now, when I first started doing this, I would blink all the time. I'm not going to promise you it ain't going to happen again. And what it does is it allows my eyes, because they're small, to open up a bit instead of putting it on the top, because as you can see, I don't have much of a top lid when I open my eyes. So I want that real estate to be out there. I don't want to cover it up with an eyeliner. I don't believe I ever did eyeliner, even in my younger years. I think I might have stayed away from it. I don't know why. I wasn't one of those girls that had the cat eyes. I don't know. Not that, I did other things, but I just didn't have the cat eyes. All right, here we go. So there's that. Now, you can do that or you can not do it. That's your preference. So now I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and I'm going to show you a new mascara. Well, it's not new to me. I've been using it for several months. And also, I've paired it with the eyelash serum. And I have to say, I have seen a big difference in my eyelashes. And then I just press it up. I try not to press too hard. Now, I may have to use my hand mirror for this. But let me just show you this. This is by Rumi. I think I'm saying that right. RUMI Cosmetics. And it is called a Volume Care Mascara. I am using it in the black. And let me show you the wand. It is rubber, silicone, whatever you want to call it. Notice how it's smaller on the end so that it will get my smaller lashes. So what I do is I take my mascara and I go right again. Ooh, see, I blinked, but try not to blink. I go right against and I go back and forth. And that will add a little bit of volume at the end of your lash. Okay, now I'm going to use this. And then I pull it up and I wiggle it. And then I take the tip and I fan my little lashes out. I do another coat. Now, do you notice I'm not putting it back in the barrel? All right, I'm just using whatever is on my wand. All right, now I'm going to put it back in the barrel, and now let's do the other eye. Sometimes I will use a primer, but the last couple of times I've used this mascara, I haven't tried a primer, and I actually think I like it better. And I was pairing it with another mascara, that had like a bristle brush, and I stopped doing that too. And I'd have to say that I do. I like the way it looks. I like the way my lashes look. I think they look long and full. Now I'm going to take it, press it right against my end of my lash by the waterline, and then I'm going to draw it up and bring it up. Let me use my hand mirror. This was actually my mother's hand mirror years ago. She's been gone for over 20 years. Boy, I cannot believe it. It seems like yesterday. Now, I don't know if you see that, but right on my lid, I got a little bit of black spot. I'm going to let that dry, because if we let it dry, it's easier to get off. Okay, so we'll leave that. All right. Pull my hair back a little bit on this side. All right, so I was going to tell you, so probably about, 4 weeks ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, I was wearing fake eyelashes, and I wear the ones that go under your lash. And when I took them off, I noticed, and maybe I just didn't take them off, maybe I was in a little hurry, but I noticed that it was a little sparse on one side of my eye, and I thought, oh boy, you know, and I didn't really ever have that happen before when I would use the fake lashes, and I do like them, and I do wear them, but I don't wear them all the time. So I had put this eye serum, was in my medicine cabinet, and I thought, I'm going to give this a try again. I had been using it for a while, and I had liked it before, but I just kind of stopped using it. And so I started using it. So it's been probably about, I would say, 4 to 5 weeks. And the other day, I decided to pull this mascara out again. And I could not believe all my lashes were there. I was shocked. I was like, wow. And they look long. Okay, now I did put this back in the tube, and now I'm just going to go back and forth on my 2 lashes. I'm not going to put any more mascara on this wand. And I'm just going to work it. Now, I'm looking for something more natural. If I was going out, or if I was doing a speaking engagement, which I do, I would wear my lashes, my false lashes, because your eyes show up better. But and then just do that. Now some will go on their bottom lashes. I normally don't do my bottom lashes. I don't know why. I honestly think that my eyes look bigger without me doing my under eyes, my under lashes. And I did not do my eye drops that I normally do. I'm really not going anyplace. I might go see my daughter and my first grandchild, and so I might go visit there. But I usually use Lumify if I'm going to go anyplace. Let me turn it right. And it really helps with the redness, but it's not too bad, so I'm not going to use that. So I paired these two together, and I was pleasingly surprised that this eye serum worked. Very surprised. So it is by Rumi. It's by Rumi, R-U-M-I. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's their eyelash care and their volume care. So give that a try. And if, depending on what platform I am here, I'll put it in the descriptions, in the comments, whatever. I usually use my video in several different places, so I don't have to reproduce, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. And now my lashes are done. Oh, remember that black spot? Let's see if we can get it off. I'm going to use a Q-tip. And now, do you see that? Came right off. Let your mascara dry. Once it's dry, then you can just flick it off. And I'm looking to see, I got another black piece of lint on my face. I don't know if you see this. I'm a little concerned. I'm going to call my dermatologist today. I've had a spot there before, and that she froze off several years ago, and now it's back. So I'm not liking that, ladies. Not liking that at all. All right. Do I want a little bit more? I think I'm going to put a little bit more of the, excuse me, clearing my throat, a little bit more basic, and I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm not even sure what brand this is. And then I'm going to go up just a little bit more. So I used 2 different colors, As You Wish and Basic. And I really like them. And all I do is I bring the basic down into the corner, and that will give me a little bit more of a lift. Boy, it's warm up here. I forgot to turn the fan on. And then I'm taking my brush from Robert, I think his name was Robert Jones. I did a makeup artist classes with him, And I bought some of his brushes, and they're very good. I don't even know if he's still around or not. And then you see how I'm just kind of buffing it out. And there. Very natural. Extremely natural. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. They have been microbladed, oh, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So I do have an outline. And I'm going to take my Too Faced brow wig, it's called. It's a brow mascara. It has little fibers in it. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to brush against the hairs and try to catch some of those gray hairs. I do also tint my brows, which I will try to remember to put, for those that are watching on YouTube, I will put my video of how I tint my brows. I really think it helps. If nothing else, it covers most of the gray in our brows, and I think it helps with an outline. And there's that. Okay. Whew, it is getting warm in here, girls. And I'm going to use, let me see, Benefit, and it's their brow pencil. And I believe it's in a cool gray. So now I'm going to come this direction. I'm going to start here because you see how this kind of dips down a little bit more than this one. Now remember, they're not twins, they're cousins, okay? So they don't have to be perfect. So we're going to go, I'm going to go short strokes, and I usually use my wrist, and then I go up, very short strokes, and then I go sideways and try to fill in the gaps like that. Then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to come down. I find coming down instead of trying to go up works much better for me, or I should just say better for me. It's a lot easier for me. I don't know. I think I've learned that from somebody. And there you go. Now, let me see. I have to remember they're cousins. I don't know about you, but I can be a real stickler when something isn't even, right? Now I'm going to use my Seint highlight, and I'm going to take my small brush. I think it's a Morphe brush, if I'm not. It's a stiff brush, and I really like it. It works really, really, really good. Was that enough reallys? To put the highlight underneath my brow. Now, I only very lightly tap into the highlight. This is my highlight that I'm using. And I only use that under my brow. And then I press it like that. And then I smooth it out. And then I take my finger. I don't know why. I think it just makes it blend better. You have any little quirky things that you do and you think, oh, okay, this works. And you're not really sure if it really does, but you think it does? Oh, that's me. Okay, maybe I need a little bit more. And then I'm going to go here. This has like a tapered tip to it. So I take the tip part and then I press right up in to that brow. And there we go. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to leave my face clean today. I think my skin looks pretty good. I do like this new color blush that I got from RMS Beauty. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's an older woman who has developed her own skin line a little bit, I think, and also makeup. And she was an artist, makeup artist for many years with all sorts of celebrities and famous people and stuff like that. So she has created her own. And you, believe it or not, I love her blushes. And so I got this blush, and I know it looks a little bit shimmery, but it's just enough, and it doesn't really make our wisdom lines stand out or anything. I usually put my cream blush on first, and then I will put a dab of this on. I like this color. I had bought this color first, let me take the top off. Cure Royally. Cure, well, I just dropped it. This is like live TV, isn't it? Oh, brother. Where did it go? Went in my garbage can. Here we go. I got it. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me get all the... So, didn't break. Thank goodness. And that's the color. Now, when I first got it, I was like, oh, I like it, but it was a little too pink for me. And I thought, I'm going to try this other color that other people were reviewing and they really liked. And so I really like this color. I do. And I just use a little bit, and it doesn't look like a brown. It's a really, I don't even know what you would call it. Maybe a rosy brown, but I like the way it looks on me. So I will put a little bit of that on. But first, I want to go ahead and put my sunscreen on. Let me do that. I'll put that on. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, whatever day you're watching this. And if you do have any questions about anything, any of the products that I'm using, you know, like where you can get them, usually I do try to put them, if this is on YouTube, I usually try to put them in the description. And if you want to know what skincare that I've been using that I really do love, it's a very strong word, isn't it? We always say that, I love, but I am really liking this skincare, and I love the way it makes my face look. And for those that don't know, I'm 67, so this is your first time watching. At least I'll look okay from here up with my skin, right? I mean, not too much we can do with our arms and our legs and our elbows and all that kind of stuff, but I'm really trying to keep my skin looking healthy. All right, so there. Now, I'm not going to put any kind of blush on right now because my face is still very tacky from the sunscreen, so I'm going to let that set in, and then I will go ahead and maybe just put a little bit of cream blush on. But other than that, I'm not putting in anything. So I hope that you learned something from this, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like if you're watching it on the video on my YouTube channel. Just let me know. And if there's anything else you'd like me to show you or talk about, I got a lot of stuff I could talk about, but not necessarily skincare and hair. So there we go. All right. So remember, aging is a fact, but looking your age, it doesn't have to be. Now, that wasn't my quote. Maybe some of you have heard that more than once. It wasn't my quote. It was by Dr. Murad, but I love it. It is so true. We are going to age, ladies, but you know what? We don't have to look our age, whatever that may be. You know, take good care of your skin, take good care of your hair, take good care of your health and your body, and it'll take good care of you, right? Right. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a very blessed day or evening, depending on when you're watching, and I'll see you soon.